going on, y'all? It's your girl CandyC, and you are in the place to be. Guess where I am? I'm in my closet. Want to know why I'm in my closet? Because I'm trying to do a story time, and Brother Herb is live, and I can't hear myself. And it's the only time that I have to do this story time. So let's just go ahead and get into the very first day of basic training. So I just want to talk about pretty much the first few weeks of basic training. Now, the first day or so was pretty tough because you're just learning what you can do and what you shouldn't do. And oh my goodness, that first day, like the first night when we had to take a shower, that was more awkward than the first night taking a shower in reception, because now we got drill sergeants in our face telling us to hurry up and take a shower, and they were the ones saying, okay, get out, okay, get in, okay, get out, okay, get in. So you're standing in line with all your toiletries and your in your PTs and your shower shoes, and you're just waiting until it's your turn to take a shower. You don't have time to try to hide yourself. You don't have time to pretty much lather your body. I got out the shower with soap still on my body. And I'm like, is this how every night is going to be? Like, we're going to be pretty much treated like a child when it's shower time? Like, that's not fun. Like, especially being smoked all day and having to do all this physical activity and sweating, and you only giving me a 30-second shower. Like, oh my gosh. But so that was the first night of shower time. After that, it got better and you become more familiar with a routine and things like that. The second day of basic training, they picked me to be the bay boss. I don't know if it's because I was older. I don't know if I showed some type of leadership skills that they were looking for, but I was picked to be the bay boss. And pretty much as a bay boss, you're in charge of the bay, which is about 60 females. There's 60 females in the bay, and we have bunks. And again, I'm on the top bunk, which I don't mind. And my job is to make sure that everybody's doing what they're supposed to. Everybody's where they're supposed to be on time. Everybody's in the right uniform. The bay is clean. The bathroom is clean. And we're pretty much on point. But of course, when you're dealing with 60 females, that doesn't really happen. Our day today pretty much was, you wake up, you stand in the bay in a certain type of formation, waiting for the drill sergeant of that bay to come in and say that your bed was made properly, made sure that your lockers were locked, made sure that everything was dress, and everybody was in the right uniform. 9 times out of 10 that didn't happen, so we end up getting smoked every morning. And then once they give us the okay, we go downstairs, we do PT, then we go to breakfast, and then we do different field exercises, different trainings. I think within the first few weeks we did the gas chamber. We did a field exercise, and we had to have MREs, which is meals ready to eat. I couldn't stand eating the MRE because it's like 2,000 something calories in one MRE. Like, I don't want all those calories. So I would just like nibble at it and kind of like eat the snacks and stuff like that in there, but I really wasn't that interested. But it was I didn't really have time. The only time that I had to write letters was at nighttime. The only time that I had downtime was on Sundays, where I can actually wash my hair and wash my clothes. Just to tell you a little bit about the different phases, there's 3 different phases that you have to go through before you can graduate basic training. And everybody is pretty much training to get to that point where they can complete the final activities in order to graduate. So you have to pass a physical activity, which is the forge, which is a ruck march, and spending a night in the field for like a week or something like that. And then you have to pass like a written exam type thing. So from the beginning of training, you go through all the phases to build up to that point. You're getting your physical activity, you're getting your PT test scores, you're taking a PT test each phase. And I wanted to tell y'all, when I took my diagnostic test, which is pretty much just to see where you are physically, I needed some work. You have to do push-ups, sit-ups, and a 2-mile run. I didn't pass any of those. So I definitely started off with work that needed to be done in that area. Like, my 2-mile run was like 26 minutes. Like 26 minutes was my 2-mile run. That's horrible. Now, presently, I do my 2-mile run in about 17 and a half to 18 minutes, which could be better, but it's way better than 26 minutes. So, in the beginning of basic training, we do all that preparation stuff. The gas chamber actually was not as hard as I thought it was going to be. I didn't do all the runny nose and snot, like stuff you see on the YouTube videos. I didn't do all that. I was actually pretty cool, calm, and collected. I'm proud of myself because I toughened that one out. I was like, okay, I'm a G. I got this. And the whole time they take pictures and stuff, and they take videos of the different things that you do, because at the end of training you could buy a DVD that pretty much shows everything that you went through. We did the Victory Tower, which is rappelling off the wall. We did a lot of simulations with weapons and different scenarios on how you will respond under fire or under attack. And it was actually really fun to me. The only thing that I didn't like was being out in the heat. It was like a category 5 every single day, because it was in the middle of the summer and it was in South Carolina, so it was hot. So every day it was like sweat dripping all over my body. We got in trouble every day, and when we get in trouble, we have to run to the shed. So when the drill sergeant says shed, we all know, just stop what you're doing and just go run and come back. And if you don't come back within a certain amount of time and you're not standing at attention, then he says it again, shed, go. And then we go to the shed again. And running in full uniform and boots and stuff, it sucked. But the thing is, it's all preparing you to be better physically. So I actually took advantage of those times where we were getting smoked, and I pushed myself because I knew that it was only going to make me stronger. I pushed myself because I knew that that would be the better route. Some people didn't push themselves at all. Like, they gave up as soon as they started getting smoked. It's like, why are you on your knees already? Why are you jogging when you could be run? This is our first time going to the shed today and you're jogging. Like, run it out. So I actually, it's weird because my husband even said, you know what, you're gonna start liking this. Like, the only thing that sucked was me missing my family. And every time I would do a PT test or a diagnostic, I would imagine my family at that finish line. So it helped me to run faster because I wanted to hurry up and get to that finish line where my family was going to be. Or I would make it a game, and whoever's in front of me, I would like, all right, let me go ahead and catch up to them. And, you know, once I caught up to them, then I'm like, let me go catch up to the next person. So it's all here. Training is all here. You do what you put your mind to. If your mind is not there, then you're not going to be able to carry out the mission that you're supposed to carry out. If you're not mentally prepared to tackle something, then you're going to fail. So because I went in mentally prepared and I told myself I could do this, I could do this, I will do this, then it was a little bit easier for me because I was already ready to do it. Failure is not an option for me. So we have to change the way that we think. And I try to tell all these younger soldiers that were there, these younger trainees that were there with me, change the way that you think. Like, why are you thinking failure? Why are you thinking you can't do this? You know how many people hurt themselves, or how many people had to recycle basic training, or how many people didn't pass a PT test? And it's because of how they thought. So that was like a little nugget for the day. So what else happened? I was getting really discouraged though, because I didn't feel like my husband was writing me enough letters. So every week they would pass out mail, and there was probably about a good 2 to 3 week period where I didn't get anything from him. And I was concerned. I didn't know what the children were up to. I didn't know what he was up to. We already were told that we weren't going to get our phones for a while. But what happened was, there was a really big storm. It was a hurricane that was coming through. And they were like, you know, there's a hurricane coming through. You're able to call your family and just let them know that you're safe, that you're okay. So then during that phone call, I was like, it's like, you know, what's up with my letters? Like, I haven't got anything from you. I'm getting discouraged. And he was telling me that he was writing me letters. So like, probably a few days after that, I ended up getting like 3 letters in the mail from him that he had written. But I'm like, dang, like, I wanted a letter or 2 letters every time that we had mail call. I was looking for those letters. I was looking for a box of stuff. Like, I just wanted mail. But the first package I got, I was so excited. Like, and he put stuff in that box that I was not expecting him to give me. And I'm gonna let y'all know, you know, what my first care package was, probably tomorrow's story time. But I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. I got a lot to do tonight. I appreciate you rocking with your girl CandyC, and I will see you next time. Bye.
We paper chasing, yeah, we own that. We're riding out into the morning.